rolling.
Good to roll.
One is speeding. Do you still have me? Okay. Oh, that's for an adrenaline rush, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could take your seats, please. We'll be starting in 2 minutes.
Load the time.
Hi, it's Frank from LG Mobile, and thank you for joining us live. We're just a few minutes. We're going to be out there, and so it's going to be pretty cool. But you know what? I don't have a V20, so I'm going to go get one. But unfortunately, you can't come with me.
Mr. Frank Lee.
Welcome everyone to the LG V20 Spectacular. At LG Mobile, we have a simple philosophy. That belief is innovation for a better life. Now, a lot of people talk about innovations, but we approach it from a consumer's perspective. Sometimes that innovation takes a fun, lighthearted perspective, but truly the focus is on the aspects of a smartphone that really matters. The features that make life easier, the benefits that make people's lives better, innovations that in the end do make your life that much more enjoyable. So today, we are here to show you the latest example of our efforts. The newest iteration in our successful V-Series, the V20. Now, when developing the V20, we had looked at the consumers who were fans of the V-Series. We wanted to really examine what they liked about it, what they needed, and so we looked at the popular aspects of it and we built upon it, obviously. So you get more of everything you loved and less of anything you didn't need. The V20 is built with the storytellers in mind. The visual generation, as you've heard us speak about in the past, but we don't just mean just the celebrities or the influencers. We mean anyone. Anyone who has something to share, and everyone who has an experience to share. And that's why this experience is being shared through Facebook Live. The talented Aubrey here is at her own V20, and she's broadcasting this to the Facebook world. So thank you for joining us. We also rejoined forces with the actor, writer, and director Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his Emmy Award-winning production company Hit Record to help tell our story. Now we're building on the momentum we created last fall, the unforgettable in-between moments, which saw people from around the world humming along with Joe. And now we want to help people embrace the everyday spectacular. This is the concept at the heart of the V20. It's designed to celebrate the idea of unmissable moments. Moments that happen every day. It's about both creating something deliberately, but also accidentally stumbling upon something, so that you want to capture it and share it with others. And we're just getting warmed up. And so as you can see, this excitement is building, and we have put a lot of thought into the newest member of the V-Series. And now, without further ado, here it is, officially, the LG V20. the LG V20. Now, we are empowering storytellers, and you don't have to be famous or have thousands of followers. If you have something to share, we want you to feel confident that when you're capturing it on the V20, it's going to capture it as beautifully, as captivating, as gut-wrenching, and as spectacular as the way you saw it or heard it. Now, we know what the V20 is designed to deliver. Let's dive into what makes the V20 so great. Let's start with the outside. The V20 boasts a minimalistic metal body with a thin bezel design that delivers good looks and a convenient grip. This makes it a smartphone that is both stylish to look at and also comfortable to hold. To achieve both a sophisticated look and a solid durability, we use a lightweight aluminum, together with a new silicon-based material. The aluminum is often found in aircrafts and sailboats and mountain bikes, and that's what's on the cover on the back. Now, the top and bottom, they're protected from damage by a silicon-based polycarbonate. Now, this innovative material reduces shock that's often found in helmets by 24%. So, the V20 is beautiful, but it's also tough. In fact, it has just passed laboratory tests in a key transit drop test. Now, this is from an independent laboratory, and it conforms to the US military standards. The test determined that the V20 could withstand shocks and still operate from heights of 4 feet, whether it fell in the corners, on the front, on the back, so you have that peace of mind. Now, let's go inside the V20. You know that LG and Google have in fact collaborated closely since the first Android phone by LG in 2009. That's Android 1.5, that's Cupcake. And of course, we have the Nexus branded devices dating back to 2012. Today, this collaboration means that the LG V20 is the first smartphone to ship preloaded with the new Android 7.0 Nougat operating system. And so, V20 is tuned to take advantage of all the best features in Nougat, including Vulkan-based graphics for those immersive gaming experiences, and also delivering better battery performance with functions like those. Now, people like you and myself also enjoy productivity capabilities such as direct reply, which lets us respond quickly to text messages. Now, the multi-windows feature also allows users to split the main screen into two. So it allows you to access apps and functions simultaneously. And you can also just drag text and images and information from one app to another. And also you can switch from one app to another. Those are conveniences you've seen before in LG, and now it's available across the OS. V20 is also the world's first Android phone to showcase Google's new search mode, also known as in-apps. This mode allows you to search the apps such as Gmail, YouTube, and Keep, and soon you'll be able to search through many of the most popular apps to find messages, notes, or even songs. And on the V20, you'll be able to go through the index information in some of the LG apps as well. Now, the beautiful thing is searching through personal results all happens entirely on your phone. So you could do this also when you're offline. And with the shortcut of in-apps located in the second screen, well, we made it really easy for you to be able to access all the information with one tap. Now, capturing those spectacular moments, those emotional memories, they're becoming more important than ever before for all of us. For that reason, we do reach out for our smartphones to do that. However, not all devices are created equally. Some capture the moments better than others, and the V20 does a tremendous job because of the quality. It almost feels like you're reliving that experience again. Now, those bouncy, shaky videos, they're no longer a worry thanks to Steady Record 2.0. The V20 features the new Steady Record 2.0, which is an upgraded version from the V10, and eliminates the problems by capturing moving images with impressive quality. Now, Qualcomm Electronic Image Stabilization 3.0 actually shifts the images frame by frame to minimize the unintentional movements when holding the V20. This is achieved by analyzing the actual movements in real time through a gyro sensor. Once the capture is complete though, an additional algorithm is applied and where each frame is analyzed against 15 to 20 other frames to provide you with the smoothest video possible. Now to explain this amazing technology, please join me as I welcome Mike Finley, the President of North America and Australia for Qualcomm.
It's great to see you. Thanks for having us.
LG and Qualcomm, we've had a great history working together. It's just been amazing. It's been an amazing ride.
Yeah, it has been, and this is another great opportunity for us. We've obviously had a shared vision to deliver best mobile experiences and a value to our end users. And you know, when LG launched the G5 here a little while ago, it was one of the first Snapdragon 820. So it's been one of our most successful processors, more than 150 devices, and it's great for us to collaborate once again with LG and be here to talk about the Snapdragon 820 and the V20.
Well, you know, tell us some of the advanced technologies that are featured in the V20.
That's great. There's three I'd like to comment on. The first is, and you just mentioned it, the V20 includes Qualcomm's upgraded electronic image stabilization technology and Steady Record 2.0. So essentially what that means is you can capture super smooth video even in the most challenging of conditions, which I'll certainly benefit from for sure. But it's also capable of 4K video capture and playback.
See, that's awesome. You know, and with great video, it's not just about the visual. So can you tell us a little bit about the audio capture?
Yeah, the audio is great too. There's really some unique features. One of those is Qualcomm's latest acoustic audio technology, which offers high fidelity audio codec and a powerful speaker amplifier. So the V20's external speakers can deliver really incredible dynamic range and clarity at very high volume. So I think this sound experience, even for those with the most sophisticated ears, is going to be a fantastic one.
Well, that's impressive. And you know, of course, your mobile experience is also dependent on the connectivity. So can you tell us a little bit how Qualcomm technologies are there, powering the way?
Great, yeah. Always love to talk about connectivity. So this V20 includes our Snapdragon X12 LTE modem. So this can support up to 600 megabits a second. So incredible amounts of speeds, perfect for streaming 360-degree VR videos. You have fast access to files and to cloud storage, and you can quickly download music, even for offline play. So, but I think the most important thing, Frank, is the fact that this modem is future-proof. So as carriers around the world are upgrading their networks and increasing their networks, anybody who has this phone is going to be able to enjoy the benefits of that as these operators build their networks.
Well, I'm sure that's reassuring when you talk about future-proofing your product, and those download speeds make my home network really horrible in comparison. But thank you so much, because we're really looking forward to seeing how everyone is going to get to enjoy these features. Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having Qualcomm. Appreciate it.
All right,
thank you.
Now we know that creating content means great subject matter, but it also means having more control over the videos you're shooting. So in order to give you this freedom, all of the features you have seen for manual photo have been adapted to video. In the manual video mode, you can also adjust the ISO. On top of that, you can adjust the shutter speed. And so it depends on the action you're shooting. Additionally, you can play with the white balance, and of course, you have control over the focus depending on what you're zooming in and out of. Now what's more, while you're shooting a video, you don't have to stop to capture a single image. So you can simply click on the shutter while you're recording and you can capture that image. We call this feature the picture in video. We all know that the V20 does video now, but let's talk about photos. The reality is the V20 is the world's first smartphone that integrates a wide-angle lens both on the front and on the back. Now these enable users to take panoramic shots in a single frame, whether it's a scenic background or a large group of friends. And the V20 also expands the selfie experience. The 8-megapixel rear camera has a 135-degree lens. Now that's wider than the human field of vision. The wide angle captures up to about 3 times more of a scene than a standard camera. So when you're taking pictures of a gorgeous vista or inside a gigantic stadium, you'll be able to capture more of the scene and get more of your friends. Now, meanwhile, the 5 megapixel camera in the front has a 120-degree angle lens. This means you don't ever have to leave any of your friends out if you're taking a group shot. And everyone's in, and the best part, what I like, is the selfie stick is out. Now, you can also take effortless selfies because of auto shot. The auto shot function on the front camera produces perfect selfies because there's no hassle. It detects when to take the shot because of face detection. We've also kept the gesture shot and the popular gesture interval shot. And what that is, of course, by simply making a fist twice, it automatically triggers the shutter and it will take 4 photographs in sequence. Now, let's talk about the recording capabilities, because as I said before, great video requires great audio. To enhance the video recording capabilities of the V20, especially when you're filming concerts, it is equipped with a hi-fi video recording, which delivers the next level in video soundtracks. With 3 high-quality mics, also known as AOP mics, the V20 records sound at 24-bit, 48 kilohertz. Now that's a format that's used by professionals, like many of you in the room today. You can also record hi-fi videos through the manual control settings in the camera, so you can adjust the gain, the limiter, so you can control the sound quality, but also minimize white noise. What this means is you get post-worthy videos from concerts and live events without having the audio blown out. Now, audio isn't just about capture, but also about having a great listening experience. To accomplish this, the V20 is also the world's first smartphone to feature a 32-bit quad DAC. Now, the fact is, when we decided to up our game when it comes to audio, we had to look around and look for the component manufacturers and specialists to help us to create an audiophile experience. So we started looking around, and we looked around at brands like Sennheiser and Mark Levinson, and one name kept coming up, ESS. And it's this technology provided by ESS that's responsible for the hi-fi quad DAC. Now, to discuss more about this amazing tech, join me as I welcome Bob Blair, the CEO of ESS Technology. Thank you so much for joining us, Bob.
My pleasure. First of all, I'd like to thank LG for partnering with ESS on this project. It's been a lot of fun working with you guys. You're leading in consumer electronics and communications, and it's been a good project.
It's been an honor for us too.
You mentioned playback, which is used, the word is DAC, DAC, which is a digital to analog converter. And a DAC's job is the most important in the whole system because that's the heart of the system. And what it does is it converts digital audio files into analog sound that our ears can understand. And it has to do that flawlessly because our ears are very, very sensitive. And if there's any imperfections, we'll hear them right off. So we introduced our 2nd generation DAC at the CES show this year. It's a new technology we call HyperStream 2. And I'm proud to say that the V20 phone is the first phone that's going to have that technology in it.
You know, that's incredible. When you consider that our teams, with the earlier designs, were really pushing it to get audiophile features into the phone, what were some of the hurdles we had to overcome?
Oh, we had quite a few, actually, because it's hard to put audiophile technology into a cell phone. Many of our customers use even 2 and even 4 DACs in parallel for each channel, because the more DACs you have in a system, the better the overall system performance is. But there's not room in a phone to put 4 individual DACs. So we had to go back to the drawing board, and we designed a DAC that took the key elements from 4 separate DACs, put them into a single integrated package, and we were able to do that in a way that has very low power in a form factor that fits into a cell phone. So that was a big project, but it came off. Then we added an audiophile feature known as analog volume control. Most DACs use digital volume control, but they have a few problems. Analog volume control solves that because as you turn the volume down, the signal goes down and the noise goes down together. And so the signal to noise ratio stays the same. And our DAC has a signal to noise ratio of 130 decibels, which means you're never going to hear any hiss or any noise from that product.
I mean, that's impressive, right? And when you think about the fact that some are going away from the headphone jack, but still there are many people who've invested in a quality headset. How does the quad DAC help in that regard?
Well, we combine the quad DAC and the analog volume control features with a very high power headphone amplifier. And the headphone amplifier puts out twice the voltage of any other headphone amplifier on the market. So the V20 phone will be able to power any set of audiophile headphones, even the ones that normally take external equipment to power. And you'll get the crispest high frequencies and this good solid bass at the same time. So we think that amplifier is going to be a big help with the V20. Anyhow, in addition to that, with the high power capabilities of your phone, with the downloading capability and the high speed communications, you can now download high resolution, high bitrate audio files, play them seamlessly anywhere in the world, and as long as you have your V20 phone with you, you can have an audiophile experience anywhere for the first time.
Well, I certainly appreciate you sharing this technology with us and allowing us to incorporate it into the V20. Well,
we appreciate the opportunity to work with you guys and wish you and V20 all the success.
Thank you. So another new audio feature that's in the V20 is the HD audio recorder, which represents the next level in audio recordings. Now this key feature lets users capture audio quality with a wider dynamic frequency range. It's because of the 3 AOP mics that I mentioned earlier. Now to produce that incredible sound recording, you have to be able to control the mic sensitivity, and that's possible now. So you can adjust for the overall gain, the higher and lower frequencies, and you're able to minimize the clipping that can happen in really loud environments. Now, in addition to the audio recorder, there's a mode known as the studio mode, which allows you to manually control the overall settings and allows you to actually record your own vocals over a music track. Now, here in the US, when you purchase the V20, now this is a limited time offer, you will also receive a pair of B&O Play H3 earphones. Now, for those of you that have not invested into a nicer pair of headsets, but still want the best possible audio experience, this will be the perfect way to get started. So let's talk about display. The V20 features a 5.7-inch IPS quantum display. Now, incredible contrast ratio, vivid color reproduction for a real immersive experience. And it has Gorilla Glass 4 to give it that extra durability. Now, the popular second screen that we've seen in V10 has been reintroduced, of course, but it's been improved and updated. Better visibility because of the second screen in outdoor settings. In addition, you'll be able to take advantage of those notification alerts really conveniently and just simply glancing at the second screen. The second screen also helps on saving battery power because of its always-on function. So you don't have to keep waking up your phone. Now, if you don't want to use the second screen consistently, especially in the evening where even dim light can disturb your sleep, you could have it turn off at user designated times. Now, the V20 also features our LG 5.0 Plus UX. Now, of course, that's an improvement over the LG 5.0 UX that we launched with G5. What's important to note, it's the first to integrate with Nougat's 7.0 operating system. Now, the V20, of course, has the removable 3200 milliamp battery. But with more of a premium look and feel, we've also included a little release button. So you don't have to be yanking off the back cover when you're switching out your batteries. And we'll include in the box a reversible plug for the USB devices, and it has a USB Type-C to A cable, and of course, Quick Charge 3.0 travel charger. And of course, to capture and enjoy all this great content you're going to be creating and capturing, you will need memory. And so the V20 will ship with 64 gigabytes on board. And of course, last but certainly not least, the LG V20 is built with security in mind. So the V20 features a fingerprint sensor, which has been improved to allow easy one-step access to your information and to your phone. Now, there's an added layer of security with the content lock. So your fingerprint or pattern or a special pin will protect the information that you have there on your phone. So, the big question, when can you get your hands on one? Well, the LG V20 will begin shipping in the third quarter of this year, And here in the US, it will be available at AT&T, B&H, Best Buy, Sprint, T-Mobile, US Cellular, and of course Verizon, with exact pricing and availability to be announced in a few weeks. And stateside, here in the US, it will be available in Titan and Silver. But right now, we want you to experience the LG V20 for yourself. So we have a demonstration area just behind us over there, and we have a number of stations set up so you can experience the features and benefits yourself. So we invite you to join us in the next room and see what LG's V20 can do for you and how it's so spectacular. Thank you, and enjoy your evening.